Therefore, turn and draw.
Ha-ha! That was good!
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
This is classic B-roll right here.
Hi, we're ready, right?
We're rolling.
I'm Brad Bone.
The light means we're on. I'm Nick Mensuber. I don't know what my fun fact is, except that Complete Works of Shakespeare Abridged is the show that I most wanted to do of all those kind of bucket list shows. So I'm thrilled to be able to check it off the list.
I need a bucket. I don't even have a bucket.
I'm Tom Gerger, and my bucket list is actually to be Nick Mensuber, which I don't get to do in this show.
No.
But I get to be in the show with this guy and with Brad, which is pretty amazing.
In very close contact, I might add.
Yeah,
so it's as
spoilers,
close.
spoilers.
So Tom and I knew each other before. We were friends before the show.
Yeah, I'm the outsider weirdo.
We bonded over like comic books and all geeky things and video games. And then we got cast in the show and we're like, who's this Brad Bone guy? So we met for the first time and I said, Brad, I hope you're a geek. And he's like, yeah.
I said, sure.
Tough.
Improv. I haven't really done improv before. In college, we had like an improv group, just very recreational.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I remember vividly thinking I was good at it when I was a freshman. By the time I was a senior, I was like, oh, I am not good at this.
I have not done improv, and that was kind of a little intimidating coming in. But it's it's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
You're the master of physical comedy.
Right.
And mine. Right. This guy.
I make it up as I go along, and I just improv out. I took one class like right after college at the Brave New Workshop, and that was kind of really cool.
And then they asked you to teach it next time, right?
They did.
They did. So good.
They didn't.
It's been, theater is always collaborative, and this, more than just about any show I've ever done has been just hugely collaborative. Where anyone from one of us to obviously Michael, the director, stage manager, assistant stage manager, all those guys, can have an idea about any part of the show, and if it's funny, we'll try it.
Yeah, I think Michael at one of the first rehearsals was kind of like, all right, this is our general, skeleton of the show, but this is going to be a build in progress. Once we get on, once we get started and start putting things together, we are going to find funny stuff that we're just going to put in,
right.
And that's what ended up happening. So, there's a lot of the meat of the script there, but there's a lot of us in there too. So.
A lot of people will say, oh, what is this show? And I'll say, it's the Complete Works of William Shakespeare. And they'll say, oh, so it's like Reader's Theater. No, it's a comedy. And they'll like, how is that funny? And the way that I generally tell people what kind of a comedy it is to say, I play all the women. And then they say, I get it.
Yeah, I think if you, like me, include among your works of great cinema, the movie Dumb and Dumber, you might enjoy this show.
It's very like some SNL skits, feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot.
I definitely think working knowledge of Shakespeare helps with the appreciation of the show. But
that's where I failed.
But I think anyone can come in off the street, knowing.
Yeah, you don't have to know anything about Shakespeare to really enjoy this show. It's fast and funny and silly, and once you start catching on, it's going to go another direction.
Hey, what's up?